In this video we'll discuss how to apply client-side formatting to data in a FormView control. So you can see that we have a list control over here that has an associated FormView control, and on my machine right now my date format is currently set to the US format, which is month, day, year, and you can see that we have a number field here that is not formatted at all. So when we go ahead now and we display the corresponding form view here, you can see that the date is displaying using the US regional settings, in which my server-side settings, which are month, day, year. But I've gone ahead here and formatted my number to be basically 2 decimal places and a $ with a comma separator. So let's go now and see how we would make this work with the server-side settings for date still being set to month, day, year, but a client-side format being changed to day, month, year. In other words, imagine an app that was being served by a server, say in the US, with a client in Europe where the date format is different. So what I'm going to do here is go to my server-side events, and I'm going to dynamically change my client-side date format over here from month, day, year to day, month, year. So now you can see we've got a client-side date format over there. And now I'm going to go to my list first, and in the list, when we look at the list definition, we'll see over here that in the list for this inspection date field over here, we've gone ahead and said that the display format for this date time value here is going to be set to default, which basically means inherit whatever the current client-side format is. And but we haven't done anything for the number format, so the number field will be completely unformatted. So when we display the data now, we see that the date now is in day, month, year format. When we look at the actual data in the form, we can see that this is also in day, month, year format, and that the number itself is formatted correctly. And then when we tap on the number, we can see that our number editor, our date editor, uses the date spin lists over here, and these are all correctly done. So let's go now back to the form and see what we did behind the scenes. So let's go to the form now, and if we open up the form properties and go to the fields tab, we can see that for the inspection date field over here, we've specified a display format, and we've said that we want to display this field as a date value. We're saying that the input is a string as opposed to a date object, that the input date format is going to be the server-side date format, and that the output format that we'd like to use is whatever the current client-side date format is. So client-side date format is a reserved word, you can see over here, but I could also have just entered an explicit date format if I had wanted to use any particular date format using the syntax of capital M's for the month, lowercase d's for the day, and lowercase y for the year. So that's basically how we specified the display format for the date field. And then for the number field here, you can see again we've said that we want a number display format, and then from the builder here we picked our number format. So having done that, what happened behind the scenes, if we actually go to our form layout, which currently is using Genie mode, if we switch to the freeform editor over here and we go look now at the inspection date field, we'll see that the inspection date field, the template here, is using standard client-side templating syntax to add a format to the date field. So here's our inspection date field, and then there's our format string using default date, which is equivalent to the client-side date format. And then for our number field, we'll see that again we've added in a template, a display template, into the number field. So the ability to generate these templates with the correct formatting strings added into it automatically from the Genie is a nice ease of use addition to the FormView builder. Thanks very much for watching.